Hey guys, Musicman here back with another Identity V video. In this video I'm going to be showing you some of my, more of my early Bloody Queen gameplay, and I'm going to be pointing out some things that I did right, some things that I did wrong. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so the match I'm going to be showing you guys is on Lakeside Village, and I'm using the persona there that I usually run nowadays. So this is I think it's quite a bit later than the one that I was showing you guys the first time I reviewed my early Bloody Queen gameplay. And I end up finding the gardener right here, who is decoding out a cipher right there. And this was before the nerf where Bloody Queen can't use the mirror before 8 seconds of the game. But I end up doing a pretty decent mirror there, getting the gardener down straight away. So solid start to this game. So now I'm just taking the gardener to the chair, and this is before the toolbox was actually useful for the gardener. Before it would be pretty much useless. So at this point I saw that right there, and I see the bot right there. So I'm just trying to get the bot down, but I should have probably stayed close to the chair, because at this point now I don't have much of a clue where the gardener is at. So I could have done a better job camping there, especially because it's important for Bloody Queen to be able to secure her kills. So at this point I'm looking around and I don't really see the gardener anywhere. So I'm like, okay, I guess I have to start a whole new chase. So I end up coming over here. There's a dock on this cipher here. And those are a lot of hits. Like if the dock ended up starting moving to shore, I wouldn't have had quite an easy time getting her there, I don't think. And this dock shouldn't have tried hiding there. She should have known she was still in chase. So those are just a few moves that a lot of higher tiered survivors wouldn't be making that I end up exploiting in this mode. So so now at this point I see their gardener is here for the rescue. So if anybody should have come for the rescue, it's not the gardener, because the gardener has already been chaired. And that gardener definitely should have gone inside to try to force me to use my mirror. But the gardener's already been chaired. The dock's been chaired at this point twice. And if anything, the coordinator should have been the first one to attempt a rescue. So this was at a point before I knew that the flare gun knocked them right out of your balloons. But at this point, I end up getting that hit there. But now I don't usually get flare gun like that, because hunters at this tier are so used to coming across that they'll either drop the balloons, or the coordinator won't waste their flare gun on that, because they'll expect the hunter to drop the survivor when she aims to shoot. And at this point the coordinator doesn't have a flare gun, but it was still a pretty good move by the coordinator. Stun me allowed her to get to the chair, but now the gardener is eliminated. So now I'm just looking around for another survivor to target. There's 3 ciphers remaining, so it's looking slightly in my favor. All I need to do is get one more to pull this into a draw. So at this point I'm just kind of looking around, looking out for that blue tinnitus icon. And I end up coming across Mech's bot. And I think this was also before the mechanic nerf as well, so the bot lasted a really, really long time. And that's what made her banned so much before the nerf. So I end up hitting the mechanic right here. And so now I'm just going to chase the mechanic for a little bit. And she ended up dropping down there. So now the mechanic is is the best player to chase here. So to counter a mechanic, what you either want to do is you're obviously going to want to chase the mechanic first, or you're going to want to injure as many other teammates as you can, so the main body is pretty much useless. So you force her to use her bot, which at this point doesn't last super long. So that's pretty much how you counter mechanic. You just have to injure a lot of other people to offset the ability to decode 2 ciphers at once. And now the coordinator is coming for the save, as she should, as she's the one that hasn't been shared yet. And that was a big waste of a mirror. And that was a very unfortunate cipher prime, because the survivor ended up popping it like mid-chase so that I got detention. And I see that my tinnitus is still going off, so I know that they're still here. So the doc ended up going for the save, and they end up making this pretty easy on me at this point. Now that I've got detention, everybody's a one-shot. So the coordinator's down. I can trade the coordinator again, and I forget, is she eliminated at this point? Not quite. At this point, I should have continued chasing that mechanic to get the mechanic down, but I don't do that for some reason. I definitely should have, though. At this point, I definitely would have placed my mirror by the gate to see if I could catch one of the survivors out the door instead of walking over there. Or I would have used my trump card for teleport. So the doc ends up getting out. I think I end up teleporting to this gate. Yeah. So now I'm over here. The mechanic's here. The door was open, so it was just in the nick of time. I was really lucky there. And the mechanic ends up going to the chair, and that's a win for me. But just a couple mirror placements weren't that great. Some things about my game sense weren't amazing. And that's some gameplay kind of from that's some gameplay that was close to when I started playing Bloody Queen. So this is kind of where I've started from. I've since then grown to being a top 50 Bloody Queen and making it into Mana Core 5. And I think that if you guys continue practicing, you guys can be in the same boat and continue to grow as well. So that's the gameplay, and yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. You can see how I've come a long way since then in some of my more recent videos, and I believe that you guys can as well. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.